facts about the Southern Africa shoe history. Let's shift a bit from the history of creation to functionality. Did you know the koi and sand shoes were the primary gear for war? Welcome to day 8 of the 12 days at Footcast. Hear me out. When the colonizers came to South Africa, they took one of the oldest South African shoes created by the koi and sand people. After colonization, the shoes later were used by the Rhodesian Army from 1964 to 1979 during the Rhodesian Bush War. Just to clear up confusion, Rhodesia is what now is Zimbabwe. This army preferred these shoes due to the comfort and the toughness of the creation. I would like to take this chance to give flowers to the koi and sand people for such an invention that stood the test of time. Regardless of how the colonizers improved the designs, if they did, it's the same way Cat Williams fought for his joke over Cedric. Anywho, the Solar Scouts loved the shoes because they could creep on their counterparts without leaving any tracks, as opposed to the conventional boots exported from Europe. Again, I will still attribute these creative geniuses to our koi and sand ancestors. I mean, the invention was created about 1,000 years ago. So, it's always more important to scrape beneath the surface than to be tamed with just the cherry on top. Speaking of scraping beneath the surface, let's shift to a brief history of miners in South Africa. Let me assume that you know the gumboots and its famous dance called gumboot dance, or strut. This is an old South African dance where dancers would tap their gumboot to emit a rhythmic sound, followed by a synced movement of stamping, creating a dance. Now, did you know that the dance was not just a dance, but a code for mine workers to relay messages to each other? This dance was created during the apartheid era by miners to rebel against the strict rules. Different taps and stamps had different meanings. Imagine the creative innovation that came out of a struggle widely known to be toxic in history worldwide. This dance still prevails till date. Another thing to know is that gumboots as a protective gear was enforced to African miners, and it was the cheapest option that the oppressors deemed suitable. So, next time when you buy shoes, remember that you could be buying into part of our harsh or uncredited history. Anywho, see you on the next day at Footcast.